Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, for some Barça news coming your way as we are going to be discussing Robert Lewandowski and his struggles right now, not only on the field but also physically. We're also going to be talking about Gavi, who today has been heavily linked to Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea, we're going to be discussing that particular rumour, and there's also the very latest on Ousmane Dembélé, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, right here and now, the signs aren't good, and there is real concern. Let's get to it all now. Come on. Because today's Barça News Roundup is coming to you courtesy of So Rare, the fantasy football game where you buy your own players to compete in leagues each weekend against other So Rare managers. And I thought today, guys, I would share with you my big new signing. This is the man that I bought this week, Ronald Araujo. Welcome to the TalkFCB club. Now look at this card here. I've got that to use in competitions every single weekend for his entire career. And I just think Araujo is perfect for the So Rare scoring system. We know that he can chip in with goals there from centre-back. He very nearly got one last night, didn't he? Against Girona. And he is going to be leading my defence for many, many years to come. And you can actually check out all the cards that I've got right now in my collection. You can search TalkFCB over on So Rare and drop me a follow as well if you like. And if you would like to start your own journey, start building your own teams there with players of your own, simply follow the link in the description down below. You can get started there with 5 free common cards to get you going, and you will also get 1 free limited card. Those cards numbered to 1,000 once you've purchased your first 5 from the market. So go ahead right now, start getting involved, because coming soon will be the TalkFCB League. But if we do now indeed go back to yesterday's game against Girona. Now, only for a second, guys, I'm not going to bore you talking about that game any further, but let's talk here about Lewandowski, because it was another difficult game for him, wasn't it? You know, he struggled again, I feel, particularly there in the second half, and there was just a few moments in the game inside the box, you know, when the ball was there, when there was a chance to be had, where usually Lewandowski, the player that he is, the person that he is, he buries the chance. He doesn't even think about it. It's instinctive. He puts that ball in the back of the net, no questions asked. But last night, it was like he was overthinking. It was like he was taking too many touches. He wasn't really sure what to do. Indecisive. That is not who he is. And I think right now he is struggling mentally a bit. He actually spoke recently about the fact that since the World Cup, he has struggled to really get going again. And ahead of the Girona game yesterday, he was really struggling physically now. It's emerged after the game that Lewandowski, he didn't even know if he was going to play last night. He didn't train in the build-up to the game at all. He still had a lot of pain there in his back. We all saw that challenge in El Clasico from Militao there, the knee going into Lewandowski's spine. He still had pain there, and he played yesterday's game with a special belt to get through it. So quite clearly right now, he is not 100%, and we are seeing that out there on the field. And I just think right here, this is another perfect example of what we can't do next season, what we cannot afford to do next season. We can't have that there. A player soldiering on through a game, having spine pain, wearing a special belt, playing the full 90 minutes. That's unacceptable. Lewandowski shouldn't have to play every game. It's not useful for him. It's not useful for the team. He shouldn't need to play every single minute. We need to make sure this summer we bring in depth in our attacking areas, in that centre-forward position, and ultimately, we need more goals. We need to bring in more goals into this team to help him out. No question about that. Barça have got to get it done. And speaking indeed about the summer, let's now talk about Gavi. Let's now talk about these transfer rumours, because the big ones today, and you've seen it right the way through the media in Spain, over here as well in the UK, lots of rumours linking Gavi with a move to Chelsea, because it was reported there by Manu Sainz of AS, the Madrid media there, that Chelsea have met with Gavi's agent recently and that the meeting went well between him and Chelsea, and that Gavi is very upset with Barca due to his current contract situation. Let me just make it clear from the get-go, Manu Sainz, not really a reliable source anyway. Like I say, AS in the Madrid media, it's not really the most reliable report ever. And I just want to clarify here now that as the day has gone on, we have certainly heard more of the truth. Because it's now been said that Gavi has had no meeting with Chelsea. No words have been exchanged. Nothing at all has happened there between those two parties. Gavi and Chelsea, there's nothing in it. Because actually, Gavi's agent there did meet with Chelsea, but on behalf of his other client, Luis Enrique, which sounds a lot more like the truth. We've heard a lot recently about Luis Enrique there being linked with the Chelsea job. Maybe in the summer they might take over on that permanent basis. We'll have to see what happens on that. But on Gavi, there's nothing to it at all. No substance whatsoever, just more mindless speculation. And the thing is, guys, what I want to say on this is, don't be surprised if we hear more of it, not just with Chelsea, but with other clubs as well. We know the media right now, especially those in Madrid, with Gavi's contract situation, they're going to play on that. They are going to take every single opportunity there to link him away from the club before Barca are able to get him registered on that brand new, shiny new contract in the summer. It will happen. We will get it sorted. We are going to, but until we can in the summer. There's going to be more speculation. There are going to be rumours, but just make sure we're staying vigilant. But if we do now move on to talk about Ousmane Dembélé, because obviously a lot of the time recently, guys, we've been talking about Dembele's recovery, about his injury situation, and mainly I've been talking about it here because we miss the guy. We want Dembele back in this team. We need him out there right now. We are lacking a player who is able to go 1 versus 1, to be able to go past a man, dribble there, and create chances. We are missing that spark in our team. We want Dembele back. But when's it going to happen? We are starting to wonder, are we going to see him again this season? Because the problem that we are hearing right now at Barca, and what has come out in the media today, is that genuinely, Barca don't know. Barca are not sure right now on Dembele's return date. They haven't set an ideal timeline. They haven't set a game whereby they're saying, okay, that's what we're aiming for. There's no indication. It is just a case right now of, well, we're going to see how he recovers. We've got to see how he goes in these coming weeks. And there's no timeline at all for that recovery. And that's concerning. That is a real worry for me. And I think at some point now we have to say he must have had a relapse. You know, during this recovery time here, we saw something similar happen there with Pedri, whereby we thought he was going to be back months ago. And now it's gone back all of this time. Something must have happened. But I think as well, again, the medical staff at Barca, we've been speaking a lot about those over the past few seasons, they've got to come into the spotlight once again. The players that we're seeing, not only out injured, that's not really my concern. That's not really something you can blame the medical staff for with the amount of games. But what I do blame them for is when we see these estimated times out, when we have a game that we're targeting bringing a player back, and then something goes wrong. Then it gets pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And suddenly then you are wondering about the leadership there in the medical team. So right now there is real concern, real doubt over Dembele. With Frenkie de Jong, with Pedri, apparently they are targeting right now a return against Atletico Madrid. That's not this weekend, but next weekend there, Frenkie and Pedri. Christensen might be a little bit after that. But on Dembele, no indication, no timeline highlighted yet, and with the season now ticking down, who knows if we are going to see him back before the end of it. And just finally, guys, one more piece of important information to bring you in today's video is that Joan Laporta now has named a date for the big press conference there, which will answer all of the questions on the Negreira case. And that has been called for Monday, the 17th of April there. In the morning, Laporta will speak out on the Negreira case. It's taken a little bit longer. He actually put that back just slightly because apparently there was a few things there that he was still unclear on the case. And like we said before, Laporta wanted all of the facts. Every single angle will be covered, I am sure of it, in this press conference. And that will be coming on the 17th of April. So not much longer that we have to wait for that. But please do, guys, let me know today in the comments down below your thoughts on Lewandowski's struggles and the fact that we're pushing him basically through games right now. Also, let me know your thoughts on those rumours linking Gavi to Chelsea. Anything in it in your opinion? For me, absolutely not. And also there on Dembele, what is your thoughts on that developing situation and the concerns that we have? I will, of course, see you soon, both here and, of course, over on MORETALKFCB too. I cannot thank you guys enough for all of your support, and a big thank you today too for Sorare, who are really helping the channel. I really appreciate it all, guys, and I will see you very soon indeed. But until next time, as always, Vishka, El Barça.